LeetCode Problem number 494, target sum. So we are given an integer array called nums and an integer called target. So the goal is to return the number of different expressions that we can build which evaluates to target. And here it explains what an expression is. Basically, we can combine all the numbers by adding either a plus or a minus and then concatenate all the integers. So here's an example. Let's say we are given 5 ones, target is 3. So we can have -1 at the start plus 1, which cancels out. So here the remaining 3 ones would add up to 3. So the few other examples, we are basically moving around -1 because each number here is a uh, is a standalone number, right? So they can be negative or positive. So my approach to this problem is to use dynamic programming. So I'm going to use this example here. The first thing I do is I calculate the sum of all the numbers in nums. In this case, this will be 5. The next thing I do is here I check. So this part would check if I were to add up all the number here, will the sum be more than target? Because if the sum is lesser than target, let's say target is 6 for example, and the sum is 1 plus, this is the maximum I can get, it will only give me 5, right, which is not enough to reach 6. So I will just return 0. The next condition, this will check whether or not they are both even or odd, right? So in this case, if I add all of these up, this is 5, and I can get 3, right, because they are odd numbers, and there is a way to get it. But let's say target is 4, for example. So if target is 4, if we look here, there is technically no way for me to get 4, because this already gives me 4, right? And if I minus 1, it will give me 3, right? No matter if I were to minus 1 in front or not, right? Same thing if, let's say, we are given 1 less 1, and the target is 3. We can't get 3 by having 4 ones, right? It's technically impossible, so we just return 0. So that's what that if statement is for. Okay, next, this is the dynamic programming vector. So here I initialize it to 1001 because in the constraints here it says that we have up to 1000 numbers. So for the sake of it, I would just have, let's say, let's get target first. So target in this case is the sum plus the target divided by 2. Sum in this case is 5, target 3, this is 8, and divided by 2 is 4. Sum is 5, target is 3, 8 divided by 2 is 4. Right, so that's our target. So let's say we have 4 zeros here. Obviously there could be more, but let's say we have 4 zeros. And the best case is, the first case for getting the sum of 0, you will have only one solution. Other than that, we begin our for loop. So this for loop, and we'll start by iterating through all the numbers in nums. In this case, since all the numbers in nums are ones, so we'll just keep n the same. Next we have j will equal to target, which is 4, and it will decrement as long as it's more than n, right? So here, the first iteration, dpj. J is 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 plus the number before it. So j is 4, minus 1 is 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, this is 0. J will decrement. Same thing happens here. This is still 0, right? Decrement 0, 1, 2 plus still 0. So now when j reaches 1, this, however, will be 0 plus the number before it, which was 1. This will give us 1. Alright, afterwards, and we'll go next to the next n. I'll keep an index here. So I is now 1 over here, even though we're not using I, but just to keep track of where we are. Okay, so j again becomes target. So we start from the back. Again, adds up to 0. Adds up to 0. For this, however, this will add up to 1. And this will add up to 2. Okay, my increments go back to 4, add up to 0. This one adds up to 1, adds up to 3, yep, this adds up to 3, and now we are back at 1, so this will add up to 3 as well. I increment n is still 1, we do the same thing. This will add up to 1, add up to 4, add to 6, add to 4, and I increment one more time, add to 5, this is 10, 10, 5. Okay, now that we have done iterating through, so basically what we have done is for our target 4 here, we have calculated that there are 5 ways to reach 5, and the rest are technically not important, because when we return, we are returning the target inside of our dynamic programming array, right? Which in this case, target is 4, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This will give us 5, which is the same as the output given, right? Okay, so that's all I have to show.